English conversation on the topic having children. Hi, have you ever thought about having children?
Yes, I have, but I'm not sure if I'm ready yet.
That's understandable. It's a big decision. What are your concerns?
Well, I'm worried about the responsibility of taking care of a child. It seems like a lot of work.
It definitely can be, but it can also be very rewarding. There's nothing like the love of a child.
That's true, but what if I'm not a good parent?
Just like any other skill, parenting can be learned, and there are plenty of resources available to help you along the way.
I guess that makes sense. What about the cost of raising children?
It can be expensive, but there are also ways to save money. Plus, the happiness and joy you get from having a child can be priceless.
I see your point. How did you know you were ready to have kids?
For me, it just felt like the right time. My partner and I both wanted children and felt emotionally and financially stable enough to take on the responsibility.
That makes sense. Did you have any difficulties getting pregnant?
Actually, my partner and I struggled with infertility for a while, but we eventually sought medical help and were able to conceive our two children.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad it worked out for you. Did you have to make any major lifestyle changes once you had kids?
Definitely, our lives completely changed once we had children. We had to adjust our schedules, routines, and priorities, but it was all worth it.
I can imagine. What about your career? Were you able to balance your work and family life?
It was definitely a challenge, but with support from my partner and my employer, I was able to make it work. It takes some juggling, but it's possible.
That's good to know. How did your family and friends react when you told them you were planning to have kids?
They were all very happy for us. Having a child is a big life milestone, and it brings a lot of joy to those around you.
I can definitely see that. How do you handle disciplining your children?
It's important to be consistent with rules and consequences, but also to be understanding and compassionate. Disciplining should be about teaching, not punishing.
That's a good point. What about the emotional toll of having children? Can it be difficult to balance your own needs with your child's?
It can be a challenge, but it's important to take care of yourself as well. It's okay to ask for help or take a break when needed.
I see. I'll definitely have to think more about whether having children is the right choice for me.
Take your time. It's a big decision and it's important to make sure it's the right one for you.